Hi guys, Harry here, and just like the Elite Four members in Generations 1 to 4, the Elite Four members in Generations 5 to 7, and I'm going to be including Sword and Shield, so Generation 8 as well, their teams make no sense. So this video is the long-awaited sequel to fixing all of the Elite Four members' teams. So this is going to be part 2, and I will link part 1 up in the cards above, and also I will link it down in the description below as well. And of course this video will be fixing all their teams, and I will be thinking, are they all fully evolved Pokemon? They must have a team of 5 Pokemon, and also they must fit that person's type. They all must have full move sets, and there must be no duplicates where I can handle it, and also like no duplicates in the rest of their Elite Four. So like Grimsley and Marshall can't both have a Scrafty. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below. And let's get into the video. So Gen 5 started the trend of you can battle the Elite Four members in any order. So from this one, I will just be going from the left-hand side to the right-hand side on the way the Elite Four members are, just to make it rather than jumping around. So this video starts with Chantal, the Ghost-type Elite Four member from Black and White. And her Elite Four team and her moves are really good. Chantal has a Cofagrigus, a Jellicent, a Golurk, and a Chandelure. And I think that team suits her really well, and all the moves for those Pokemon I can't find any fault with. However, there is one fault. So in Gen 5 and Gen 6, they stopped having the Elite Four members have 5 Pokemon, and they made them only have 4 Pokemon, which is so weird. They should have 5 Pokemon, and I am going to be adding an extra Pokemon to all the Gen 5 Elite Four members and all the Gen 6 Elite Four members. So she should have a blue Jellicent. Now, I know she already has a pink one, but the blue one is really a kind of different form. And I can't help the duplicate here, because there is only 4 fully evolved ghost types in Generation 5. So I literally have to give her a Jellicent, or have her not have 5 fully evolved ghost types. So I think the duplicate here makes more sense. And this Jellicent should have the moveset of Shadow Ball, Scald, Will-O-Wisp, and Energy Ball. A little tweak on the Jellicent moveset that she has in the game already, as I think it just gives her a bit more diversity, and obviously helps her counter her weaknesses a bit better. And then we move on to the Dark-type Elite Four member, Grimsley, and his Elite Four team and moves work pretty well, except his Crocorox. Now, Grimsley has a Scrafty, a Lipard, a Bishop, and a Crocodile, and Crocodile's moveset needs a bit of tweaking, but only one move. I think his Crunch should be replaced by Aerial Ace, again to counter his weakness a bit better. Of course, Aerial Ace, a flying type move, is going to deal super effective damage against all the fighting types coming to counter Grimsley. And then I also had a bit of what 5th Pokemon do I give him? A bit like Chantal. I was like, well, what Pokemon can I give him? Because I was first thinking Zoroark, and then I was like, no, N has one, and you battle him at the end of Black and White, so he can't have a Zoroark. And then I was thinking maybe Hydreigon, but then I was like, is that too strong for an Elite Four member? And then I remembered Ghetsis also has one at the end of this game, so we can't have a Hydreigon either. But there is one Dark type left, and it is Mandibuzz. And I think Mandibuzz works really well here. As I said, it's a flying type, so it can counter those fighting types pretty easily with Stab, Air Slash damage. And also, I think, as well as Air Slash, it should have Dark Pulse, obviously, again, Stab, Dark damage, Toxic, and Nasty Plot. So I think that moveset and those Pokemon suit him really well. Then we move on to the Psychic type Elite Four member, Caitlyn. And she has actually appeared in past generations. She was a Battle Frontier member, so she obviously knows how to battle well. However, maybe she doesn't, because her moveset needs a bit of going over. So, her team is pretty good. So, Caitlyn's Elite Four team is Reuniclus, Musharna, Sigilif, and Gothitelle. However, as I said, the movesets need changing a bit. So, I think her Reuniclus's Thunder should be replaced with Shadow Ball, a more accurate move that can counter the ghost types that come to, come to counter Caitlyn. And also, Sigilif's Ice Beam should be replaced with Light Screen, again to make her team a bit stronger, and Gothitelle's Thunderbolt should be replaced with Charge Beam, as that raises the special attack, and Psychic types are more special attack users than physical ones, same for Gothitelle. And also, her 5th Pokemon should be Behem, and the moveset for Behem should be Psychic, Shadow Ball, Charge Beam, and Telekinesis. And the reason I put Telekinesis on here is if she leads with Behem instead of Reuniclus, and uses Telekinesis, it means that Reuniclus's Focus Blasts are guaranteed to hit, which will make it a lot harder to counter Caitlyn if the Focus Blasts are always going to be hit, because Dark types is a strong move, and it would probably knock out a lot of them. So I think that this is a really good 5th Pokemon and moveset, and I'm pretty happy with the other changes I made to her team. And next we have Marshall, the Fighting type Elite Four member, and his Elite Four team and moves are pretty good. So Marshall's team consists of a Throw, a Conkeldurr, and a Mienshao, and also a Sock. And I think their teams and moves are pretty good. However, I think Sock's Grass Knot should be replaced by Payback, again giving it a bit more coverage to counter the obviously Psychic type Elite Four, Psychic type Pokemon that are going to come and counter Marshall's team. And also, he should have a 5th Pokemon, and it has to be Emboar, as Grimsley has Scrafty. And again, I didn't want duplicates in the same Elite Four, member in that generation, so I had to give him Emboar. I don't like giving the Elite Four members or the Gym Leader starters, but in this case I had to, because it was the only other fully evolved fighting type. And it should have the moveset of Brick Break, Flamethrower, Insurance, and Smackdown. Just some coverage moves and some stab moves, and I think that is Marshall's team sorted pretty well. So now we are on to the second round of the Unovan games, which is Black 2 and White 2. And they are the same Elite Four members again, but some different teams. And first up we have Chantal again, and her Elite Four team and her moves are good. However, she should have a pink Jellicent as her 5th Pokemon, as her team in Black 2 and White 2 is Cofagrigus, Driflim, Goluk, and Chandelure. And she already had a Jellicent in Black and White, so I think she should have her pink Jellicent back in Black 2 and White 2. And I know Marlon has a Jellicent in his gym team, but it's blue, and I did say back in Black and White, I was counting them as 2 different forms, so I have to keep it consistent and still count them as 2 different forms. And, I mean, it's a fully evolved Ghost-type Pokemon that Chantal has already been seen to be using, so it would just make sense consistency-wise in the Pokemon universe anyway, and it should have its Elite Four Black and White moveset. So I think that's Chantal's team fixed pretty well. Next we are on to Grimsley, again the Dark-type Elite Four member, and his Elite Four team and moves are pretty good. But again, I have to make some replacements. Again, I've got to rework the Krokorok moveset, as replacing his Rock Tomb with Aerial Egg Gaze again gives him more coverage. And also, he should have a 5th Pokemon, being Absol. And the reason it should be Absol is that he's been shown to have an Absol. He has one in the Elite Four rematch in Challenge Mode. He has an Absol with Sword Stance, Night Slash, Psychic Cut, and X-Scissor. And obviously, I think that should be his moveset. And he should have Absol, as again, all the Elite Four members should have 5 Pokemon. And now we are on to Caitlin, the Psychic type Elite Four member. Again, her Elite Four team and her moves and her movesets are good. But again, I do have to make a couple of little adjustments. Caitlin has a Musharna, a Sigilyph, a Reuniclus, and a Gothitelle. And again, I need to make some small adjustments. Sigilyph's Ice Beam should be replaced with Light Screen, and Gothitelle's Thunderbolt should be replaced by Charge Beam. Again, just to make it, again, a bit more coverage, a bit better for them to withstand hits. Again, Charge Beam raises the special attack, so Gothitelle should have that instead of Thunderbolt. And the 5th Pokemon Caitlin should have is a Gallade. And she has a Gallade in the rematch in the normal to easy mode. And the Gallade should have Close Combat, Psycho Cut, Leaf Blade, and Night Slash, like it does in that in the normal challenge mode rematch team. So I think having a Gallade with that moveset, and I think Caitlin's team is fixed. And last but not least, we have Marshall, the fighting type Elite Four member, and his Elite Four team and moves make sense, apart from just one small tweak. So Marshall's team consists of Throw, Sock, and Conkeldurr, and also Mienshao. And all the movesets are fine, although I think Mienshao's Bouts should be replaced with Payback, again just a bit more coverage. And his 5th Pokemon should be a Lucario. He has a Lucario in the first challenge mode Elite Four battle, so I think he should have a Lucario already in his Elite Four member team, and it should be the moveset that it has, obviously in challenge mode, which is Shadow Ball, Aura Sphere, Psychic, and Calm Mind. I think a pretty good moveset, and I think that fixes Marshall's team. And now we move on to Generation 6 of X and Y. And first, we'll start with the Fire-type Elite Four member, Malva. And I think her Elite Four team and her moves are pretty good, although there does need to be some replacements. So she has a team of Pyroar, Torkoal, Chandelure, and Talonflame. And Pyroar and Torkoal's movesets are fine, however, Chandelure's does need to be fixed a little bit along with Talonflame's. So Chandelure's Confide should be replaced with Energy Ball, and Talonflame's Flail should be replaced with Acrobatics. So I think it gives it a bit more coverage and a bit more stab, obviously, and counters their weakness a bit more. And again, she should again have a 5th Pokemon, as for some reason Generation 6 only made their Elite Four members have 4 Pokemon, but she should have a 5th one, and this time the anime actually helps us with the Carlos Elite Four members a lot, as she should have a Mega Pokemon like all the other Elite Four members, and it should be Mega Houndoom, and it should have the moveset of Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Thunderfang, and Crunch. And the reason all these Elite Four members should have a Mega is that X and Y were too easy, and the Elite Four members should all have Megas. They had them in the anime, but they didn't have them in the games. So I think they should all have a Mega, the one that they had in the anime. Next up, we have Seabold, the Water-type Elite Four member, and his Elite Four team and moves are all good. Seabold's team consists of a Clawitzer, a Gyarados, a Starmie, and a Barbaracle, and their movesets and the Pokemon themselves are completely fine. And his Mega has been seen in the anime. So the Mega that Seabold should have, as I said before, has been seen in the anime, so we all know if you've seen the anime, it's Mega Blastoise. Again, I don't like giving the Elite Four members starters, but it was in the anime, so it has to be his Mega. And I think Mega Blastoise should have Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse. All of them pulse or aura moves because of its Mega Launcher ability, which makes them stronger. So I think that those moves are perfect for it, and that is Seabold's team fixed. Next up, we have the Steel-type Elite Four member from X and Y, Wigstrom, and his Elite Four team and his moves are all pretty good. However, there does need to be some replacements. So, Wigstrom's team consists of a Probopass, a Scizor, an Aegislash, and a Klefki. However, Klefki's Torment should be replaced by Thunderwave, and also Scizor needs to be his Mega, as it was his Mega in the anime. And because his Scizor is Mega in the anime, it needs to be his Mega in the games as well, so he needs an extra Pokemon added. And I think he should have Escavalier. And the reason he should have Escavalier is because he had one in the anime, just like his Mega Scizor. So, the Escavalier's moveset should be X-Scissor, Iron Head, Foul Stinger, and Reversal. Just some nice stab moves and some coverage moves, and I think that is Wigstrom's team fixed. And finally, we have Drasna, the Dragon-type Elite Four member, and her Elite Four team and moves are pretty good, just with one replacement. So her team consists of Dragalge, Druddigon, Altaria, and Noivern, and Druddigon's moveset needs to be changed a little. The Chip Away should be replaced with Dragon Claw. Again, a stab move that fits Drasna's Elite Four typing, just to make her a bit stronger. And her Altaria should be Mega. And the reason that her Altaria should be Mega is it was shown in Pokemon Journeys that her Mega is Altaria. So again, in with the anime, it needs to be Mega. And the moveset should be Play Rough, Sky Attack, Dragon Pulse, and Heat Wave, just a bit better moveset to fit the Mega better. And also, her 6 Pokemon, as again, it needs replacing, as Altaria is her Mega, she needs a 5th Pokemon. It should be Flygon, because Diantha has all the other dragon types from Kalos. She has Tyrant and she has Goodra. So I couldn't give her a dragon in Kalos. So I had to go with a pretty cool dragon type, which I thought was Flygon, with the moveset of Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Flamethrower, and Rock Slide. And I think that is her team fixed pretty well. And now we move on to Generation 7, the final time that there was an Elite Four, because in Sword and Shield it was replaced with the League format, but I will be counting Sword and Shield, just doing quick little ones for them. So, we first start off with Hala in Sun and Moon, of course the Fighting type Elite Four member, and his Elite Four team with his Elite Four rematch moves, I think is pretty good. However, there needs to be a replacement. Again, the reason why I think it should be his Elite Four rematch moveset is that none of his Pokemon, apart from Primeape, in his Elite Four first battle, have 4 moves. And that is disgraceful, to be honest. The Elite Four members' moves should be full, so it needs replacing. It needs his rematch moves. And also, his Poliwrath should be replaced by a fighting type from Generation 7, Persimmon. Again, the reason I think he should have a Persimmon is that it's a Generation 7 Pokemon, so it just fits it better in, obviously, Gen 7 than a previous generation Pokemon. And I think Persimmon should have the moveset of Close Combat, Rock Slide, Brutal Swing, and Brick Break, and I think that is Hala's team fixed pretty well. Now we have some really quick ones. Olivia, her Elite Four team with her rematch moves is really good. That's her team fixed. And Acerola, I can't fault her Elite Four team at all. Not the team, not the movesets. So her team is fine. And Kahili is just like Olivia. Her Elite Four team with her Elite Four rematch moves is completely fine. So that is the Sun and Moon teams fixed pretty well. Now we are on to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and there was a change in this lineup. Instead of like in Black 2 and White 2, where all the Elite Four members were the same, there was a change. Haller was replaced by Molayne, replacing a fighting type Elite Four member with a steel type Elite Four member. And I think his Elite Four team with his Elite Four rematch moves are pretty good. However, there does need to be a replacement. So Molayne's team consists of a Klefki, a Bishop, a Magnezone, a Metagross, and a Dugtrio. However, the Bishop moveset needs to be changed up a little bit. So like I said, Bishop's moveset needs to be changed a little bit. The Poison Jab and the X-Scissor should be replaced with Rock Tomb and Aerial Ace respectively. Of course, this makes Molayne's team a bit harder to counter, a bit more coverage, just makes it a bit better. And I think that is fixing his team pretty well. Again, with Olivia, her Elite Four team with her Elite Four rematch moves are pretty good. Again, Acerola, I can't fault her Elite Four team in her first battle at all. I can't fault the moveset at all. And Kahili, her Elite Four team with her Elite Four rematch moveset is perfect. So that is Generation 7 fixed pretty well. And now we get on to Sword and Shield, the generation that had no Elite Four. But I'm still going to make some tweaks because I think that some Elite Four, well, some players that are in this league format need a bit of changes. So first, the player fights Marnie, and I think her league team with her moves are completely fine. So let's move on to Hop, the first one that needs changing and the second play fight after Marnie. And I think his league team with his moves are pretty good. However, there does need to be 2 changes. So Hop has a Dubwool, a Corviknight, a Pincurchin, a Snorlax, and also whatever starter is weak to yours. So Inteleon, Rillaboom, or also Cinderace. He will have the starter that is weak to the one you chose. But there does need to be, again, a change to his moves. So all of Hop's Pokemon should have 4 moves. So his Pincurchin should have the move Recover, and his Snorlax should be given the move Body Slam. Again, so all his Pokemon have 4 moves, because every Elite Four member, every person you fight in this league format should have 4 moves. And now we get into the finals, the gym leaders you have to battle in the Champion Cup. So let's first start off with Bede, your rival, and then he becomes the Fairy type gym leader. So his league team and his moves are pretty good. However, there does need to be a change. So Bede's team in the Champion Cup is a Mawile, a Gardevoir, a Rapidash, and a Hatterene. However, again, his Mawile doesn't have 4 moves, so I'm going to give it Rock Tomb just a bit more, of course, to make all his Pokemon have 4 moves, as every Pokemon in the league should have 4 moves. And I know he only has 4 Pokemon, but this is his gym leader team, so I can't really give him a 5th Pokemon without being unkind to the other gym leaders, as I don't think the 6th gym leader should have more than 4 Pokemon. I think so I think that's fine, and I think that is his team fixed pretty well for the league. And then we get into the gym leaders that we have obviously battled before, and we have Nessa, the Water-type gym leader, but her league team and movesets are just fine. So let's move on to the ones that do need to be fixed. First, starting with B, the Fighting-type gym leader in Just Sword, and her league team is good. However, her moves do need to have a bit of a change. So B's team in the Champion Cup is Hawlucha, Grapploct, Sirfetch'd, Phalanx, and Machamp. However, I think her Hawlucha should also be given Payback, as again it's good coverage, and it makes sure that all her Pokemon have 4 moves. As again, every Pokemon in the gym, in the league, needs to have 4 moves. So, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but Sword and Shield did not seem to get that every person in the league, all their Pokemon, need to have a full move set. And the same goes for Alistair, the Ghost-type member. his team is Dusk Noir, Chandelure, Cursula, Poltergeist, and Gengar. And again, his team is fine. However, all his Pokemon should have 4 moves, and the only one that doesn't is Chandelure. So give the Chandelure Energy Ball, and that is his team fixed. So now we move on to not only the final League member of Sword and Shield, but also the final League / Elite Four member of this video. Again, Sword and Shield was the last generation. Now we have Scarlet and Violet on the horizon. Maybe we'll have a League again, or maybe we'll be back to Elite Four members. But now it's time to fix Raihan's team, and his League team with his moves are a bit okay. However, I think there does need to be a change. So, Raihan's team consists of Torkoal, Goodra, Turknator, Flygon, and Duraludon. However, I think there needs to be a change, and the change should be subbing out Torkoal for Gigalith. And the reason I think that is that he had a Gigalith in his gym team, and he also already has a fire type in Turknator, which goes along with his primary typing that is his typing, Dragon. So I think Gigalith suits him really well rather than having a Torkoal. And again, it should have the gym leader moveset that it had. Of course, Stealth Rock, Sand Tomb, Rock Blast, and Body Press. Again, I think that fixes his team pretty well and also makes his team better well-rounded rather than having 2 fire types. So I think that fixes Raihan's League team a bit better. So that is how I would fix all the Elite Four member / League members teams to make them a lot better. Let me know down in the comments below if you like this, what changes you would make to their teams. Also, leave a like if you like this video. Also subscribe and share it out. And I will see you in the next one.